Hey guys, it's Hannah. Hey, look at these baby hairs. I'm so happy my hair is growing, you guys, because there was a time when I almost lost all my hairs though. Well, a big chunk of it, and it's now growing back and there are tons of baby hairs in its place. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. And I just want to say that this is going to be just a chatty video of me talking to you guys. I have promised you videos of where I've been on YouTube, like to the YouTube world, why I don't film, and then also more about like my mental health, and then just stuff in general. But a lot of those videos have been filmed and never made it to the YouTube world because I felt like they were just too much, and it kind of scared me to like share that, like certain parts of me, because people are very judgmental, I tell you. But I really don't care at this point. I am working on not caring as much about what people think about me because I am at a good point in my life, and I have been, and I'd like to stay there. And by doing that, I need to not care what the naysayers have to say, okay? So yeah, anyway, let's talk about YouTube, why I don't film as much on here, and mental health and family and that sort of stuff. I guess I'll just start about like that I created my YouTube in 2016, like the end of 2016, and it was a lot of fun, and I like literally kicked off pretty well. If I had kept up with it, I probably would have been a lot further than I am today. Like, because I think within 2 months I had like 300 subscribers or something crazy, that's kind of crazy for like beginning YouTube, poor quality, you know what I mean? But then I stopped at the end of 2016 because I hit a really low point, and it was brought on by bad behavior and by mental illness that had never really been fully like focused on, I'm gonna say. And so basically what happened is I, like, ever since Liam was born, I had like struggled with, so my whole life I've struggled with like the ups and downs of like, you know, depression and stuff. I had a really rough upbringing, and by really rough to me, I know there are people that have had it worse than me. But I grew up in a very, we're all good, just to say it, like family's good now. Very abusive home. Some people know that, some people don't. A lot of people don't know the details of it, but it was really rough, so there was a lot of struggle there. And then after Liam was born, it kind of just like kicked off like that I needed to have like help. I went through what they thought was like postpartum depression, and then it was postpartum psychosis, and then it was, okay, something else is wrong. And it just kind of spiraled. It was like like a 2-ish year kind of like spiral of like hellstorm, to be honest. And a lot of people wouldn't be able to tell that by social media, but that's why you guys got to be careful and watch out for social media, because things are not what they seem. You can follow someone and be like, you are so perfect, your family is so perfect, and you can just think that, oh my God, they have such a beautiful life, like I wish I had their life. And what you're not seeing, I'm not saying that all those people are not like that happy and stuff, but there's shit that goes down behind lens, behind camera, off camera, that is like, if you got a glimpse of that, you'd probably be like, yeah, I want none of that. So yeah, anyway, it was like 2 years of just kind of, just what I said, and in 2015, I actually attempted suicide, and a lot of people don't know that. And one of the reasons that the other videos did not make it to the YouTube world, is because I knew I was going to say that. That's not a thing that a lot of people know, but I do have a tattoo right here that says continue. It is my reminder, has a little semicolon in there. It's really horrible. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it. That was in 2015, and that was really trying time. I spent time in a hospital, and trying to get myself fixed and everything, and they were still diagnosing me as with depression, when all along I was actually bipolar, and signs in my whole childhood could have linked that all together a long time ago. But it's actually hard to diagnose bipolar disorder. You typically don't get diagnosed until you're in your early 20s, sometimes later. But yeah, anyway, so that happened. And then 2016, as you can imagine, after that was just kind of, oh my God, excuse me, the Taco Bell, rough. And I was diagnosed as bipolar shortly after, because I was doing therapy and I was being put on meds and stuff, and certain meds weren't working, and it was just a lot of my healing had to do with therapy. But imagine being told that you have something like that literally does not go away. It explains a lot of your childhood, the way that you think about things, the way you process things. It just was really eye-opening, and I did not take it well. And I know that I spent a lot of time actually self-medicating with alcohol and that sort of stuff. It was just alcohol, honestly. And before I met Frankie, I actually used to struggle with substance abuse, and I had stopped, and then it was in 2015, after everything happened and I got diagnosed and all that happened, and so I really struggled with substance abuse. And I was a mom, and I felt a lot of pressure because I wasn't doing everything right. I didn't feel a connection to my baby, because that's something that, I felt a connection, but it wasn't as deep as I thought it should be. And I knew something was off because of the mental disorder and the, postpartum depression and the bipolar and all that, dude. There was so much pressure in 2016. And sometimes, oh, here comes the waterfall. I wish I could erase that year, but I cannot. And I just have to think about how proud I am today of who I am, and how proud I will be of myself in years to come. And so I spent a lot of time, drinking, going out, really avoiding responsibilities with myself, with therapy, with my family, with Frankie, with Liam, with friends, with literally anything. My jobs, I was really neglecting myself. But I did start getting into the beauty world at that time as well. And that was another way that I was kind of coping, and I was really expressing myself through makeup and doing crazy things. And it did get a lot of attention, the beauty part. And nobody knew that about me, though. That's what's crazy to me. Nobody knew that I was literally, my life was a fucking shit storm. So the end of 2016, I hit my lowest point again. And you think suicide was the lowest point? No. This was when I was still alive and running my life, still trying to be alive and running my life. So 2017, I took a break. I decided to not do makeup. I decided to stop doing YouTube, and that's why you guys didn't hear from me for a year. And I went to therapy. I took my meds. I practiced literally everything I was being taught. Frankie and I went to a couples therapy, a family therapy, basically, so he could learn how to help me cope, and so we could learn how to make that work, because a lot of people don't know, but when you have a mental disorder, it's really common to self-destruct a lot. Even people that don't have a mental disorder will self-destruct. You just ruin literally everything. You try to, at least. And I'm really happy that I have Frankie, because where the hell would I be without him? He's literally my rock. Am I getting choked up? And so we put a lot of work into our relationship, into our family, and I still had some slip-ups. And there were times where I was oh, I'm not drinking. At the beginning of 2016 and stuff, I was oh, I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to go out. And I still went out, and I was drinking and everything. And then I got to a point, I got into a friendship where I had a very confusing friendship in 2016. And it's so amazing how important friendships are, and good friendships, and how much friendships, bad friendships, will affect you. And so I went through one of those, and she still kind of self-sabotaged me. self-sabotage, that does not make sense, but you guys know what I mean. Anyway, so I had said, I even went out there and I was like, oh, I'm not going to drink and stuff, and I put that out there, and then I would go and drink and stuff. So there was just still a little bit of pressure, but I was definitely doing better with therapy and stuff, and it was just, trial and error and everything. And then at the end of 2017, I got a job at a bar, it was probably, I have to say, working at that place was the worst decision of my life, and I didn't know it would be that way. But honestly, there were so many things that went down there that came up because of working there, and it just, pick where you're working wisely. Do not stay in a situation that you don't like because it has money. There are other jobs out there, and I highly suggest, if you're not comfortable with the job, move on to the next one, because it really messed with me. And something did happen last year that I will talk to you guys about in another video, maybe another time. It's a very sensitive subject, and it actually is a case for me. I have a case right now, and I'm finally, actually, surprisingly, at a time where I've processed it enough, and that therapy and everything and meditation has really helped me to not cry when I talk about what it is I'm talking about. And I'm being very vague with you guys because it is very triggering, and we don't live in a world where it's really safe to talk about certain things. So, but I eventually will probably talk to you guys. So after that experience, I actually do not go downtown. It's just not the place for me. So, and I have limited alcohol intake and a lot since then. And every now and then I'll have a drink, and I'm never going to say that I'm never drinking again. That's not right. I had to do this Taco Bell honey nacho cheese sauce. But you know what? Hey, I might say one day that I'm gonna completely cut off alcohol, but I'm just not at that point in my life yet. I really do like to go and have wine with my girlfriends or shots of tequila. Yeah. So we're not gonna cut that off yet. But I've definitely limited it down, and I tried working at a salon this year, which was really amazing. I still love the salon so much, and the people that work there and own it are very amazing people. It just didn't work out. And also, there's so much pressure working at a salon as a makeup artist. That's something, there's a lot of pressure as a makeup artist, because that's what I do now, that I did not know about. And having your own business, and I'm still learning, and I actually want to go to school to become an esthetician, so that I can know how to do lash extensions, facials, and everything, so that my brand Glam by Hannah can really grow, and I'll be able to offer you guys more than just makeup. And I think that is so exciting. But I've definitely been working on being a better mommy, because I decided to stop working at a hourly paid job or whatever, and I'm doing just Glam by Hannah. It's amazing, you guys. I literally get to be there for Liam so much more. I do have to say and be honest that being a stay-at-home mom, which is kind of what I am because I work from home, I miss adult social interaction sometimes. I really do. I need to get out and talk to people. Human interaction is really important for me. But honestly, I love it. I've been able to teach Liam and watch him grow so much in just the past couple months, more than I ever have been, because I've always been working or just not really there. And so 2018 is probably my favorite year of my life. Literally, I'm so happy for this year, and I'm doing something I love, and it's taking time, and I do get discouraged sometimes because it's not, my eyes, going as fast as I want it to be, or there's certain setbacks, but I'm still so happy that I'm doing something I love and trying to pursue it. And I totally encourage you guys to do it, to just try. And I'm also learning to not care what certain people have to say about me, and I'm learning how to not engage in drama. And that's something that I think is so amazing for me for me personally, because I really do tend to catch myself falling in a drama trap sometimes. And I just decided that I didn't want to be part of that, and I didn't want to be a mean girl, and it's been amazing. I have been doing my best to be a kind person and like authentic, and it's not hard to be nice. It's amazing because I grew up and I was not mean. A lot of times in like high school, I was not a mean person. Like, of course, there were people I didn't like, and I was like immature and stuff, and shit, I'm still immature, but I'm definitely growing, and I can feel that, and I'm so proud of myself. And I'm just learning to, you know, just not like sound off at people that just don't like me. Like, I cannot please everyone. And that's a huge life lesson that I'm learning, is I really cannot please everyone. And I might not be everyone's like cup of tea, and they might not be my cup of tea, and that's a-okay with me. And I think that's like the greatest thing ever. And then I'm also have like been rekindling like older friendships that I've had like from my childhood. Like my freaking best friend Josie, she has 4 kids, and she's a wife, and she's constantly busy, but I was like, girl, like, she's my best friend, she's my ride or die. Like, it's been like 10 years, and we can literally sit down and pick up like no time has gone by, and we can trust each other and be real and authentic and voice our opinions, and we might not agree with each other, but it's not the end of the world. Like, oh my gosh, my nose. That was gross. But like, just the importance of friendships, like good friendships, I'm learning, and then also how to make new friendships. I hope that wasn't as gross as it looked. So yeah, just 2018 is amazing, and I'm starting to make little Instagram videos, which I'm really excited about, like those little minute clips. So if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, then you probably should, because it's going to be fun, and it's definitely giving me that kick to want to be behind the camera. And I feel like me saying all this and me being myself with you guys is so awesome. Like, I just feel so good. Like, you guys know me, you guys have a better idea of like who I am as a person, and that makes me so extremely happy. You know, there's more to me than just some makeup and stuff, and yeah, and I'd love to have like rant videos or something if that's something you guys like. And I don't mean like mean rants, like it's not cool to be mean, but just like me talking about like life or something. So yeah, and I hope that this video was kind of interesting to watch. And I know it was all over the place, but I just love you guys, and I think that you should know a little bit about me, and I'm just really excited because I'm really gonna try and pursue this YouTube thing. And I literally don't care like so much about, like, I know, here's me, okay, here's the stars. The stars are like, I could be like a really popular YouTuber, or like something like make out like thousands, but honestly, if I can just connect with some people, that's pretty dope to me too, because I already got my own business behind it, but YouTube is just going to enhance it, and that's just going to be another way that I can connect with you guys. So yeah, I don't know if that made sense, but leave me a comment down below about something you'd like to see, and I will definitely get to it. And then subscribe to my channel. That sounds like Laura Lee's little thing. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.